Hi again, 4K friends. For our math lesson today, we are going to compare the weight of different things compared to our special X apple. Yesterday we compared sizes, how big something is. Today we are going to compare weight, how heavy something feels. So you have our special X apple and our mystery bag. We are going to use our math tool called a scale that will measure which is heavier and which object is lighter, or maybe they're the same weight. And we'll decide which attribute it is with our cards. Is it lighter than my X apple, the same weight as my X apple, or bigger than my X apple? Then you're gonna do it at home. Let's give it a shot, my friends. See what happens when I put my X apple on this side of my scale. Ooh, it gets closer to the table. It's lower to the ground, which means it's heavier than the other side of my scale. It's really high up in the sky, which means it's lighter than. Let's take a look inside our mystery bag to compare another apple's weight. So let's see the size first before we compare weight. Which apple is bigger? Which color? The green apple is bigger than my X apple. Now let's see which one is heavier than our X apple, the same as our X apple, or lighter than our X apple. Can you think what a connection might be? What do you predict is going to happen when I put this big green apple on this side of my scale? Whoa! My big green apple got really low to the ground. My X apple's really high in the sky. That means that my big green apple is heavier than my X apple. It is heavier than my X apple. Let's take a look at another one. Oh, it's another green apple. Let's compare this size to our X apple. My green apple is smaller than my X apple. Let's see how we can compare the weight of my X apple and my green apple. I put my X apple in first. Ooh, it's really low to the ground, low to the table. And my green apple is high in the sky, which means my green apple is lighter than my X apple. So I'm going to put it in my lighter than attribute card area. Let's try one more, my friends. Compare the size first. This green apple is... It's the same size as my X apple. Let's compare the weights now. Which one will be heavier? Let's see. Here's my X apple on this side, really low to the table. It's close to the table, low to the ground. This apple, this green apple, goes on the other side. What do you notice? What's happening with our math tool, my friends? The scale is level. They are the same height. There's not one that's super low to the ground and one that's super high in the sky. They're at the same height, which means my scale says these two apples are the same weight. They are the same weight. You are going to practice this at home. Yesterday you compared sizes with your favorite toy. Today you're going to compare weights with your favorite toy. So you don't have this math tool, this scale at home, but you can use your hands as your scale. I will place my favorite toy in this hand, and then you go around your house and find an object to compare the weight in the other hand. My trick is to close your eyes. That helps me think which one feels heavier. Which one feels like it needs to go low, low, low to the ground? Which one feels like it would go high in the sky? You have to decide. Is your object heavier than your favorite toy? Is it the same weight as your favorite toy? Or is it lighter than your favorite toy? We are comparing weight today, how heavy something is compared to your favorite toy. Line it all up to compare them, and then send me a picture through email or text. And as usual, kiss your brain. Do it again. I am so proud of you. You are so proud of you. I will see you soon, my friends.